Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Thursday Thought. This is Shanley Scott. I am the CEO and founder of Breathe and Exhale. Hello, welcome to the final Thursday Thought for right now. I need to preference that. We started Thursday Thought in July and been doing it for July and August, and I have enjoyed every bit of it. But I am going to take a step away a little bit, and I am going to actually take a step away, do some content, plan out some content and everything, and come on back towards the end of this year or the beginning of next year. So I wanted to just share that with you. So, hello, and welcome. I really want to recap the month of August and with it being Wellness Month. But before we jump into that, just a few announcements. If you are not on our mailing list, get on our mailing list. I publish blogs every Wednesday, and actually yesterday the blog was about nightly routines. And as I recap the month of August, you will actually, I'm actually going to touch on that. So if you're not on our mailing list, I invite you to go to breatheandexhale360.com and join our mailing list. And every Wednesday, I send out an email Wednesday mornings, simply letting you know it's a new blog alert. So, talked about the nightly routine yesterday. Last week I talked about having a new lifestyle. So just wanted to share that and give you the opportunity, if you are if that blog is inspiring to you, if you struggle with your nightly routine to sleep well, if you struggle with commitment to a new lifestyle, and those things. So hello. So yeah. But I wanted to recap the month of August. So the month of August is actually dedicated a wellness month, and all throughout the month, every Thursday when I came on, I was sharing with you, a way to do wellness, right? And really paying attention to your whole self, your whole body, spiritually, mentally, physically, and even financially, because if your finances are not in line, or if you're stressing about finances, other areas of your life actually can see that stress. I challenge you and I encourage you that for the month of August, at least once a week, to do a wellness activity, right? And with that, I wanted to just simply recap. And in the beginning of the month of August, I shared that, the whole, how Breathe and Exhale even came about was me going on a personal retreat. And with that, I was saying that, hey, if you can go on a personal retreat on a weekend, if you just need to do one night, do that, because it allows you to get back to who you are. Well, I wasn't able to go on a personal retreat this time. So I actually, for the month of August, I slowed down. I usually am the person that is on the go. I have different pockets of friends. So I'm doing brunch, I'm doing, different activities and everything. And I made a conscious and intentional decision to slow down and to really take time for myself, because it's easy to always stay busy, always on the go, and never rest. That honestly, that is really easy. But the true test is if you can really slow yourself down and say, you know what, I'm taking care of me. So I went back for the month of August. My husband and I, we got back on track when it came to our budget. We kind of fell off, so, finances, making sure that was in line, that was in order. Spiritually, I started reading my Bible some more, and doing my it is very hard to slow down, because it is very hard. I totally agree. And reading the scriptures, and having that as even part of my nightly routine, reading scriptures, meditating with those scripture verses. I have certain scripture verses I read for my business, for Breathe and Exhale, for friends, for family, for various topics, for wealth, and that's part of my meditation. Physically, I was working out. I also did some yoga, tapping into that. I was very intentional about what I was putting in my body with, the food that I was putting in my body. So really got back to looking at myself as a whole and taking care of that mentally, tapping into, positivity, as well as fueling my brain by reading different articles and different things that would stimulate my mind, things like that. But making sure that I was tuning into what I needed to get back, right? And now I feel so much better and moving into the month of September. But the catch is, not every month I can shut down and slow down and say, okay, I even took, I was on social media, but I wasn't on social media as much in the month of August. I did take some time not to be on my screen, and not even on a computer, because I'm always on, getting home and getting on my personal laptop and working on my personal laptop. I took time to, sit there and watch a movie and, enjoy it with my husband without being distracted with the computer or trying to multitask with everything. And just really took time to breathe, and so I want to encourage you, because towards the end of the month of August, when I realized you can't continue this. So how can you incorporate this in your daily life, or how can you incorporate this to make sure that you don't lose who you are again? And what are the different lessons or different things that you're going to incorporate? And I started doing that. I started working towards that, working on that, doing the yoga at night before I go to my bed. Like, that's part of my nightly routine to kind of help clear my mind. Doing the scripture verse, the affirmation cards, and even doing it even in the car, by myself, things like that. But finding different ways to try to incorporate it throughout my life, throughout the day. So I want to encourage you that if you didn't take the month of August for your own personal wellness, then I want to encourage you that before the end of the year, try it. Definitely really try it for yourself. Try it. And it's a world of difference. It is a world of difference if you take a month off to really just dive in for yourself and really be intentional for you and what your needs are. And because it really shows to the people that you love. So I want to encourage you, if you didn't do it for the month of August, to definitely do it for at some point before the end of the year. And then also let's say you didn't do it, at least for, try to see what can you do, check in with yourself, on your wellness, if it's financially, if it's, mentally, spiritually, physically, whatever area that you may have a difficult time tapping into. I want to encourage you that you take that topic, and for that week you focus on that topic. If it's more than one area, then 1 week focus mentally, and you're feeding yourself positivity, you're learning something, you're diving into something good. Then the second week, if it's physical, then it's like, okay, I'm just going to walk for 30 minutes, or I'm going to run, or I'm going to go to the gym twice a week, or or whatever that may look like for you and what may help you, right? So that's the second week. If the third week, if you're spiritual, you want to focus on your spiritual. Don't get overwhelmed if you're looking at what's going on in your life and it doesn't, and you're like, I don't know how I'm going to do this, right? I want you to take a deep breath and exhale. And after that, make a plan. Make a plan and break it up. I am a person that is all about let's break it up. I don't, if it's something that can be overwhelming, let's break it up. And what does that look like? So I want to encourage you to do your own wellness check. Check in with yourself. We tend to check in on everybody else, and there's so much going on in the world. There's so much going on in individual lives that and that is so true. And I encourage you to do that. But I also encourage you to check in on yourself and really tap into who you are. So do that. Do that for me. Do that for me. Before the end of the year, take time for yourself. And if you can't do it before the end of the year, for a whole month, and you got a month, you got a week, you got a weekend. I done gave you 3 options. A month, a week, or a weekend. I want you to just at least find some time to do your own wellness check on yourself. All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. I definitely appreciate it. I definitely appreciate tuning in and doing Thursday Thought with me. Again, this is the last Thursday Thought, but please know that it will be back. It will be back better and greater, because I do actually have some ideas for Thursday Thoughts. So I am going away so I can go in the lab, because that was another thing in August. I allowed myself to think about my business as well, and really take thought, really think about what that looks like, because we are about to celebrate year 1. We are about to have our anniversary, 1 year, and so we're about to celebrate 1 year and going into year 2 and what that looks like. So it allowed me and it gave me the opportunity to do that. So I've definitely got some great ideas, and I'm going to go away. I'm going to plan it out, and then I'm going to come back, and it's going to be better than ever. So thank you so much again for tuning in. And yes, unfortunately, it's just the last one for right now. Just for right now. I will be back, so stay tuned. But yeah, I will be back. So thank you. It's been great. It's been a pleasure. And all right, have a great one. Bye.